Street swap. The city of Des Moines gives the go-ahead on a big trade between two hot properties. We'll tell you what is going where.
Can't wait for the water. Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start to boating season. We'll head to one of Central Iowa's most popular waters to talk safety.
And Iowa proud, the next American Idol is an Iowan. We'll show you a reaction from her hometown, plus the live on-stage announcement that shocked the audience. It's Tuesday, May 22nd. Today in Iowa starts now.
From WHO HD, the local news leader, this is Channel 13 News Today in Iowa.
All right, it's 6:31. Yeah, a big night for Maddie Poppe. Can't wait to show you some of the highlights if you didn't tune in last night.
Yeah, if you're waking up this morning and feeling like you're in kind of a fog, might not just be you.
It might be real.
Real fog. We've had a lot of that out there this morning, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's pretty thick in spots. It's difficult to see, so you will want to allow extra time to get to your destination. Fort Dodge, Ames, Newton, Grinnell, Oskaloosa, Ottumwa, all communities seeing reduced visibility down to less than a quarter of a mile in spots. That will be lifting by the end of the morning. We'll see a mix of clouds, some sunshine. There is a chance of these pop-up storms west of I-35 late morning, early afternoon, and it looks like only a few communities will get some brief rain showers from this. It is going to be warm and humid pretty much the rest of the week. 58 degrees right now in Ames, 61 in Des Moines. Yesterday we were in the 70s. Today we'll be back in the 80s by 3 o'clock with the wind staying rather light out of the southeast. Stay with us. I'll have more on the storm chances the rest of the week and show you when we'll be approaching 90 coming up.
In the metro, no issues and no delays right now. This is I-8035 looking to the west from Merle Hay Road. You can see traffic there moving along very well. It's still pretty light on the roadways as far as traffic volume goes, so it's a speed limit trip. If you head up north to Ames, yowza, there's the fog we're talking about. This is I-35 looking to the north from Highway 30. If you look real hard, you can see the roadway, and there's definitely a visibility issue if you're up in the Ames area. We'll have an update straight ahead on Today in Iowa.
All right, thanks, Jim. Well, first on 13, the Des Moines skyline could get another facelift, this time at the Kaleidoscope building.
Last night, the City Council signed off on plans toward a land transfer between EMC and Blackbird Investments. This will give you a little better look at the swap, what we're talking about here. Now, EMC Insurance is trading the Kaleidoscope at the Hub Tower to Blackbird Investment Group in exchange for the land that was once the downtown Yonkers building. The Yonkers building was under renovation when it caught fire and was destroyed back in 2014. EMC plans to expand its offices onto that location. Blackbird, meanwhile, plans to tear down a portion of the Kaleidoscope and build a new 33-story apartment building on that space. People are a little split at this point about what they think of these plans.
I think the business owners in this building have dwindled a lot. There's not a lot going on here much anymore, so maybe if we could get housing down here, maybe some more businesses would come in too.
I really love the people. We see the same people every day and really get to know them, really enjoy having them. I don't have much choice. I would rather stay here and have the restaurant, but if it happens, it happens.
No word yet on when ground will be broken on this new tower.
Well, if you've noticed the mosquitoes are out, you are not alone. And Des Moines and Urbandale say they will start spraying this week. City officials can say you can help by getting rid of any standing water around your home. The trucks will be out spraying neighborhoods in the evenings, weather permitting.
Ooh, makes me itch just to look at that video. Well, it's National Boat Safety Week, and the Iowa DNR is reminding people of what they should have on board of a boat before hitting the water on Memorial Day weekend. Channel 13's Christina Salonikis is at Saylorville this morning. Christina, how do the water levels look there? Can you see through the fog?
I can see a little bit through the fog, Andy. The water levels here are very high right now, and it's causing all this debris, as you can see over here, washing up not only on the shoreline, but also coming up in the lake. So Water Patrol officers are telling people to be extra cautious when going out on the water. Now, it is National Boat Safety Week, and the DNR is educating people to wear a life jacket when on a boat. Children 12 years and under are required to have one on a operating boat. Children's life jackets will have a crotch strap and handle attached to help pull a child to safety if he or she falls in the water.
In an emergency situation, they don't have the brain function development in order to save themselves, put on a life jacket, buckle it, and all of those things. So you want to make sure that they have it on to start with, but this is to assist if they fall in, so a parent, a grandma, aunt, and uncle can grab them with this strap and or make sure they don't fall out by having the crotch strap.
Now, when you're purchasing a life jacket, it is important to check the label that is on inside. It should say that it is approved by the U.S. Coast Guard, as well as giving the certain weight, so you know if it is safe for you to wear or your child to wear. They do make these for toddlers as well. I know that's always a concern. Now, if you do have some issues here at the lake to check out for ramps, I would call 515-509-2015, 30 pounds, to just make sure where you're going out it is safe.
And we got a very sad reminder of just how important life jackets are. Just late last week out at Lake Panorama, that young man who fell overboard ended up drowning. If he had been wearing a life jacket, he would be alive today. So there you are, proof right there, tragically, before boating really begins here in Iowa for the season. Thank you, Christina.
The victim of a fatal car crash on I-80 in Des Moines is being identified. The Polk County Sheriff's Office says 22-year-old Miriam Ventura Pera of Marshalltown lost control of her car at around 6 a.m. Sunday. Crashed off Interstate 80 onto Northwest 2nd Street. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Two passengers, Anna Ventura and Jacqueline Gomez, both of Marshalltown, were injured in that crash. The cause of the accident is still under investigation.
The state of Iowa is now officially being represented by a Michigan law firm in the fetal heartbeat bill lawsuit. Earlier this month, Governor Kim Reynolds signed a bill into law that would outlaw almost every abortion if a fetal heartbeat is detected. The ACLU has already filed a lawsuit seeking to block the law and overturn it. Yesterday, the state's executive council approved a request to allow the Thomas More Center of Ann Arbor, Michigan, to represent Iowa in the lawsuit. The council is made up of the governor, secretary of state, secretary of agriculture, and state auditor and treasurer. The council says no Iowa taxpayer dollars will be spent on the lawsuit. The hearing on an injunction to block the law from taking effect is scheduled for next Friday, June 1st.
Well, Bravo Greater Des Moines awarded $450,000 of capital campaign and project grants to 12 Central Iowa arts, culture, and heritage organizations. Channel 13's Maria Lizagnoli joins us in the studio with more on how one of these organizations and the project it's working on. Good morning.
Good morning, Brooke. The biggest grant this year is $90,000 for the Des Moines Heritage Trust. They're using the money to restore a 99-year-old depot on the east side of Des Moines and to build an event center.
The Des Moines Heritage Trust is an organization, a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to the preservation of historic properties in the city of Des Moines, especially those that are endangered, like this property was.
This railroad depot was built in 1909, and it's where people from around the country arrived in Des Moines. The grant will help restore the building to its original state, as well as build as an event center that'll house 5 other organizations like the Des Moines Historical Society. There, they'll showcase Des Moines artifacts and provide educational and cultural programming. The event center will also be available for rental and for weddings, parties, and receptions.
Really unique spaces for people to get together and have interesting conversations, whether it's about heritage or whether it's about a piece of art or whether it's around a performance. These are unique ways we can build community.
Bravo Greater Des Moines Executive Director Sally Dix says the organization is nonprofit, but 99.9% of Bravo's funds come from hotel-motel tax dollars. They're invested from local governments, and Bravo uses the money to benefit cultural projects every single year.
Where is this located?
So it's off of East Court and East 5th Street. It's about a street down from Priest Street Brewing Company and just west of the Capitol. And up until a couple years ago, you see that white building kind of in front of the depot up here on the map. That was burned down accidentally. So when you're on East Court, you probably couldn't even see it from the street.
And now you will be able to see it, especially as they try to revamp it. And that's an area they're really working to kind of recreate and hopefully make better. Thanks, Maria.
Old train stations are so cool. And
They
they fix up really well too, because those things were really, built substantially back in the day.
Brick.
Yeah, and they're just such a distinctive looking building linked to the past that I love it when they are fixed up, restored, and repurposed in this case. So I think that'll be a perfect addition to the area we're calling the Market District.
Market District.
That's what that's a good name.
Near the East Village. Yeah. All right, Jerry Ann is here, and we're starting off with some fog, but it's going to warm up today, right?
Yeah, definitely looks like it's going to heat up all week, and that leads to some pop-up thunderstorms. Right now, we're seeing some just south of Denison, just west of Manning. I'll let you know why the forecast may be causing you to rub your eyes when we come back.
You're watching Channel 13 News Today in Iowa with Brooke Bauma, Andy Fales, and meteorologist Jerry Ann Ritter. Channel 13 News, the local news leader.